new taquerias to review. However, some things stay the same. We're only reviewing Carne Asada Burrito regulars here to keep the scoring consistent across the board. The new composite scoring consists of the size score, a meat score, and an everything else score. And I think it'll be much more accurate in finding the best burritos in the Reno, Nevada area. What goes better with the nice asada burrito than a Modelo Special? But yeah, I took in a couple bites already. Sorry I couldn't help myself. Um, Dreadful Talk Burrito Review 2.0. We're doing Rivas Mexican Grill, one of my favorite spots located in Pyramid Way in Sparks. I had an intro video, but a little technical difficulties there. But we're just doing it this way. Rivas Grill, Sparks, Nevada, Pyramid Road. Delicious. Open 24 hours a day. That's how I discovered it. I used to get off work at like 1 in the morning. And in a town the size of Sparks, there's not a ton of 24-hour options. Although you may think of Reno as a 24-hour town, that's a little overhyped. But yeah, there's another 24-hour spot in town called Roberto's, and this place is way better. I feel like Roberto's is maybe more popular or maybe, more mainstream, but I'm telling you, Rivas has the better Mexican food, so I definitely wanted to give them a shout out. They always take care of you. They always give you one of each sauce, one red, one green. You don't got to answer 20 questions to find out what sauce you want. I hate how other places do that. But yeah, Rivas, reasonably priced and delicious and open 24 hours right here in Sparks, Nevada. So I've had bigger burritos. Now this isn't small by any means. It'll definitely enough to fill you up. I'm a over 200-pound grown man, and it fills me up. So the size I gave it a 6. 10 would be like ridiculous. Like I probably wouldn't even want it 10, but like that's how the scale goes. And then obviously anything under 5 would be like, all right, well I'm gonna need 2 or 3 of these. So this is definitely enough to fill you up, but size wise, nothing to write home about. But the onions, the pico, the steak is cooked really nice, really good burrito. I don't think there's even rice and beans in it, to be honest. I think it's like all steak. Um, Now let's try this meat flavor because when judging carne asada, I always kind of split it into two parts. There's kind of like the char flavor, and there's the seasoning flavor. Now this particular asada, they absolutely nailed the char. The char flavor is delicious. It's that exact char carne asada taste you know and love. The seasoning, it's not bad. Like I'm not saying it's bland by any stretch, but like if it was up to me, if I was creating the perfect carne asada, I would like maybe a little more garlic, maybe a little more chili powder, just a little more seasoning. But with the onions and the pico and the nice char flavor, it really does all come together well. And personally, I would rather have the char than the seasoning because I've had some asada that was well seasoned, but it's kind of mushy or it just doesn't have that char flavor we know and love. And I think that's half the battle. That's part of that gives it that authentic flavor, that taqueria asada flavor. I'm going 7 on the meat score. I said I've had better. The seasoning could be better, but it's by no means bad. It's got that delicious char flavor. They give you a ton of it, like almost a whole burrito is steak. So they give you plenty of it. I said I've had better. It's delicious though, and they nail the char. They said only critique maybe a little more seasoning. You got to have room to improve. And man, I appreciate everybody watching live right now. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate everybody that supports the channel, whether it be by a subscription, a like, a view. Thank you to everybody that participates in this channel. So far we got 6 on the size, 7 on the meat. Now everything else I think is going to get a really high score because I'm factoring in their sauce, and their sauce is some of the better taqueria hot sauce I've ever had. This red one packs some serious heat without compromising any flavor. You really can't even use that much, and my whole eyebrow is going to be sweating. And then the pico's delicious. The onions are fresh. Cilantro, I'm a big fan of cilantro and onions in my burrito. Um, so I love the red sauce. There's no rice and beans in this burrito, which may dock the everything else portion of the score just a little bit. Try some of this green sauce. It's not as hot, so I put a little bit more on there. Delicious flavor though. And what I look for in a nice good green sauce is like the best way I can describe it is that bright flavor. You know, you get kind of the smokiness and the heat from the red chili usually, and then the green sauce you want a little brighter, a little citrus, a little bit of a just a brighter flavor, and it complements the smoky the char on the asada so well. Like I think in a vacuum, I like the red sauce better, but on this particular asada, the green sauce goes with it so well. I think the everything else is going to be the highest score out of the three composite categories. I think I'm going. I think I'm just going to go straight up 7.8. I was gonna give it. I was gonna give it an 8, but then I realized there's no rice and beans. And like when I was thinking of these categories, I kind of made that category kind of specifically to judge a place's rice and beans. Because some places you'll have delicious meat, but the rice and beans, well, you can tell they're canned or just bland or whatever. So to me, the perfect burrito checks all those boxes. It's gonna be big, the meat's gonna be off the charts, and then everything else, the rice and the beans and the sauce, onion, cilantro, is gonna be what really brings it all together. Now, amazing sauce, fresh onions, cilantro, pico, delicious. They add a lot to the burrito. Little rice and beans. I said, I'm not saying it would make it better, but good rice and beans definitely would. So I said, I kind of created the whole category for rice and beans, and there's no rice and beans to score. Some people prefer that. Some prefer a meat heavy burrito. Some people view the other stuff as filler. But like I said, in the perfect burrito, it's not filler. In the perfect burrito, the rice, the beans, maybe even a tad bit of cheese. I ain't mad at it. It all comes together to make, in my opinion, the perfect burrito. So this is a damn good burrito. My friend was just in town. I brought him here. I can't wait to show my mom this place. Like, it's a good burrito, but it's not the perfect burrito. And just to be fair, I have to tell all the things I like about it and all the things that I think could use a little bit of improvement. Some nice, authentic rice and beans, homemade, would make this, just really set this off. But like I said, the sauce and everything else in it, delicious. I go 7.8. And that brings the composite score, if I'm not an idiot, to 20.8 out of 30. Now, I consider that good. I said I think the composite score is going to really allow more accurate and less subjectivity in these scores, and it allowed me stop me from kind of getting caught up in the moment sometimes or forgetting my own standards. So I really like this idea of the composite score. Leave a comment below if you've ever tried Rivas. Also, leave a comment below if there's any other places in the Reno, Sparks, Nevada area that I need to review. Also, leave a comment if my dog Holly's cute, begging for some steak. Appreciate everybody that watched this. Said I'm going to try to combine this one with my little intro video I filmed. We'll see. Had a little technical difficulties, but Dreadful Talk Burrito Reviews are back, baby. We did Rivas Mexican Grill in Sparks, Nevada on Pyramid Road. Get a score of 20.8 out of 30. But hey, at 2 in the morning, that gives it a whole extra point, if you know what I'm saying. They're open 24 hours. They're right up the road from my house. They always treat me good. I can't say enough nice things about it. Like I said, the only thing, size is what it is. They could give more. I know food ingredients are through the roof. I work at a restaurant, so definitely don't hold it against them for not making it the biggest burrito ever. And it's plenty big enough to fill you up. The meat, 7 out of 10. So yeah, I'm sweating. My eyebrows sweating. They know that red sauce, no joke. But the char on the asada, delicious. Maybe a tad more seasoning wouldn't hurt. It's really good though. 7 out of 10. I don't mean that. To me, 7 out of 10 is good. Below the fives, in the five, below the sixes is where it gets a little dicey. But anything over 7 is good in my opinion. And then everything else, the sauce, delicious. The cilantro, onions, delicious. The pico, delicious. Little rice and beans would have probably got it close to a 9 on the everything else score and really raised the whole score. So, love Rivas. I appreciate them. I'm about to enjoy the hell out of the rest of this burrito. You should check them out if you're ever in the Reno Sparks area. They're delicious. And let me know the place I need to review next. I'm looking forward to it. Give the channel a like, or give this video a like, give the channel a subscribe. And I'm about to be coming weekly with these Dreadful Talk Burrito reviews. They're back, baby.